Hello and welcome to Long's Toys. I have a Kamen Rider Drive review for you today. This is Kamen Rider Drive TKSP Type Fruits. So very cool picture here on the side. This is from the Drive and Gaim team up movie where they kind of switch powers. So he has the fruit armor because of Gaim. Another cool picture on the side there. Nice pictures up here. Shows how it works with Trideron. And then here's Gaim and Drive Arms, which is also available. So we'll go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging and take a closer look. Alright, so taking a closer look at Type Fruits out of the packaging, he comes with everything you see here. This is the standard figure. This is the two parts of the orange arms. And then he's got the Muso Saber and the Daidaimaru. As far as I can tell, I've looked at these. I believe these are exactly the same as the ones that come with Gaim, orange arms. They look exactly the same. I've held them up next to each other. So you know what these are. You're in for the same thing. There's really no difference. They still look good. They do combine together still, just like the old ones did. So that's very cool. But nothing new there. So I'm just going to put them off to the side for now. Taking a look at the figure. He has the same articulation as all the other Drive figures, ball joint in the feet, knee, hips, thigh swivel, waist swivel, hand swivel, fingers, swivel at the elbow as well as 90 degrees at the elbow, bicep swivel, ball joint in the shoulder, and ball joint for the head. So standard fare, he has the same articulation as Type Speed since the mold is pretty much the same. Getting in real close, if you take a look at his belt, you can see it has the fruit symbol. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see it there. There we go. There was a fuzzball or something on there. So anyway, I think it looks pretty good. I did not know from the pictures that this section was this kind of dark blue, which I think looks really cool. I thought the whole thing was orange, so I took it out of the box. It was kind of a nice surprise. But yeah, it looks pretty good. As far as the gimmick for the tire, you can put this together. And this is kind of the arms when he puts the shift car in. So it descends from the sky and pops open. And then this part pops off to become the hat. Now there's something interesting in here. This piece, normally you would... well, here, let me get in a close in on the tire so you can see. It says Type Fruits, as you can see there, which is pretty cool. Now, you would normally think that this is the top. You would assume that this is the part that will be on the top and the screw part will be on the bottom. But for this one, that's not the case because the shoulders, it has to drape over the shoulder like that. But if you'll notice, the connector piece is on the wrong side. So it actually, you push on it, and the middle part will rotate 180 degrees inside. There's a little tab, and that's how you know which way to rotate it because the tab will always be on top. So you'll hear it snap back into place, and then you can go ahead. This one's really tight. I don't know why, but I figured that connection is really tight. So you go ahead and pop this on like normal. Pop that back on, and then you want to make sure that this side is on the top. That goes over as the shoulder, and then this piece kind of hangs down here as like thigh armor. Then with the helmet, you'll see on the inside here, let me see if I can get in. It says right and left, and that's his right and left, not your right and left. So you put it on like this, and it just kind of, you just kind of put it on and it kind of rests. And if you just kind of finagle it, it'll get so that it fits just a little bit snug so that it won't fall off if you move it. But I think it looks great. I love that hat on him. I think it looks cool. So there you have the orange arms for Type Fruits. So here he is holding both of his weapons. And like I said, I just really think it's a lot of fun. It's a movie form, so you probably won't see it in the show. And the colors are very specific and tailored to this one tire, but I think it's a lot of fun. It's coming up a little brighter on camera than it actually is. It's kind of a deeper orange. And I know the dark blue is kind of coming up purple. Let me see if I can make it a little darker. That's kind of closer to what the colors look like, but it's even a brighter orange. But it's really a lot of fun, and I really like the hat. I just think that's really, really cool. And I just wanted to show that, of course, any of the other tires will work on this figure. I chose Funky Spike because I think the colors go really well. The purplish, dark blue, the light green, and the orange. And of course, you can either leave the hat on or take the hat off as you choose. So I just wanted to show you can connect actually both pieces of these to Trideron, but you're going to have to, as I showed earlier, flip this around. That's why it can flip, because one way you need it for on the figure, and the other way it needs to flip so it can be on Trideron. So you can go ahead and pop that on. And then for this, there's actually little pieces on the side here that you can fold down to try to make a connector. So you'll see when you put those together, it kind of makes a connector. And then you can go ahead and pop that on. It's not that great. It obviously doesn't fit as tightly as a normal tire does, but it'll stay on pretty well. So then you can go ahead and have Type Fruits driving Trideron, and you can even have the fruit shift car up here in the back. So then Trideron is all fruited out. So I have to say that I really like Type Fruits. It's a special movie form, so it's not going to appear in the show, so it's kind of just a one-off. But I like it a lot. I mean, I really loved Gaim, so it's kind of cool to see a Gaim homage in Drive where they switch powers, and I just really think it's cool. It would have been nice to see a little bit different weapons with the Muso Saber and the Daidaimaru, maybe more detailed or whatnot, but the ones we got with Gaim weren't bad, so to just see them reused again here is not a big deal. I would have kind of liked to see the little tab on the side of his belt so that he could plug the Muso Saber in. Would have appreciated that, but it's not a big deal that we don't have it. My favorite part of this is absolutely the orange hat. I just think it looks fantastic. And I think the orange really pops, and I think the nice having the dark blue side for contrast. So I think the design works a lot. If you don't really care about Gaim homages, this could maybe be an easy pass for you. Seeing as how it's really just kind of a repaint slash, tiny retool of the Drive type speed form. So I personally love it, and I'm glad I picked it up, but if you don't really care that much about the Gaim homage, then you could pass. But I think it's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. But I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. I'd like to hear what you think about this. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to check out my Facebook and Twitter, there will be links for them in the description below. But I hope you've enjoyed this review of TKSP Kamen Rider Drive Type Fruits, and thanks for watching.